And welcome everyone for another game, and here we have two teams that qualified for the PCC 7 main event. We have Dirty Lake and the boys against Indecisive, and this is two teams that qualify as a tier 1 team, so they're kind of like the top seed of that main event. And Dirty Lake and the boys always has been there. They always like kind of perform, but they never really managed to get a crown. And here they're preparing for this PCC 7 main event, and they do look sharp. And so I selected that match because it was a very great game, showing how they're performing right now, and they're looking freaking strong. So let's jump into the first match. So we have a match between, like I said, Dirty Lake and the boys on the Dawn side, with Lobber, North, Happy Picker, Toasty, and Laconator facing against Indecisive. The EU squad with Neft, ManQ, MT, Import, and Muros. MT is subbing. Normally it's supposed to be Shin on the mid lane role. And so they don't have full roster on the side of Indecisive. In terms of composition, we do have a Sevrog jungle, which is an interesting one. North, MVP of PCC 2 or 3, I don't remember. I think it was PCC 3, playing a lot of Sevrog off lane. Now coming back like to its roots with this Sevrog in jungle. We do have Lobber playing the Zarus into the off lane into the Feng Mao. We do have Import on his signature Rampage. ManQ playing the Rictor, has been proficient during like the group stage with that Rictor. And in dual lane we do have the Argus support on Toasty. So we have a Argus Twin Blast lane facing against like a Rictor jungle lane. I feel like Argus Twin Blast are like the better push power, and as soon as they get like some levels up, they can start like poking pretty efficiently the jungle. But early on, like they have to really respect the hook, I think, in my opinion. And then we have the matchup of the Gideon and the Howitzer. That happened like quite a lot. Delica was banned, I think, for this first match, so that's why like we got like these two mid laner being available. In terms of jungle, we do have both junglers starting at the red buff, so no blue buff start for the Sevrog. No attempt at actually going for any hook, so Laconator getting for a little bit of poke onto ManQ. Toasty has gone Consort Crest, so any poke on him is gonna stick for a long time. And then we got like both jungler going for the red buff into 5 camp. We tried to go for the hook on ManQ, unfortunately it doesn't connect, and now we got the level 2 transition. We got like a very nice pillar and immediately flash being secured on the level 2 transition, so very well played here by the side of Dirty Lake and the boys, punishing ManQ from like being a little bit overly like too close to the wave when they don't have level 2. And so here we can see that Rampage already like finish his like buff, while North is still like working towards his 2 camps. So like the clear of Rampage like a lot faster than what is the clear of the Sevrog. Yeah, Romauer, I just like change a little bit how my office is set up. But I'm still like in my office, I just change the angle of the computer. And so here we do have the Rampage, maybe looking for something here, going to the other river buff after getting the thing, but they do have like full information for now, because like we see that Lobber has gone like to put a ward both on 3 camp and on like on blue buff. Like the ward on blue buff just get like removed, but they have full information, and so immediately, because of that information that they know that the Rampage is out, look at what like the team of Dirty Lake and the boys is doing. We do have MT here. As soon as we clear the wave on the river buff, we're gonna take that timing to try to make like a heavy play. And here, like the play, I guess it's, of course, we try to hit dual lane, but dual lane is aware because they're on the ward. But will be enough. We got the stun, nothing connect. Dual lane disengage quite nicely. I feel like that's also like the objective would be to take like 5 camp maybe. But here, heavy rotation by the side of Team Dirty Lake and the boys, but no successful attempt here. Here North is gonna secure gold buff for himself. In the meantime, we do have a little bit of aggression back, because once again, we know where is the Rampage. We do have a ward on the 3 camp, so we know that the Rampage is still on the other side of the map. So here we try to go for the stun, we get the pillar behind, maybe get the pool. That's a lot of damage, ManQ 1 HP. A little bit sad that Toasty didn't like follow that up fully. Here you can see like he go for some auto attack, but then he doesn't go for more auto attack. And I think if Tosi like keep auto attacking, that's probably a kill. Little bit unfortunate. But now we got like North diving like a little bit crazy. That means that Light Connector secured a kill, but that's a 1-for-1 trade against a target that already had flash down, and we lose like the jungler for the support. I'm not like a big fan of that. Well, also like on the other side, we do have Import trying to help Moros, but Moros is low on mana, and also like Fengmo is not very strong in the early levels in terms of like opportunity to one-shot people. And Zarus is very resilient early on, so that's just gonna be like a way to crash the wave to offer a back to Moros. So Dirty Lake and the boys going for a very, very aggressive dive here on Manq and securing like the kill. And we're gonna go for the reset. Actually, we don't. Yes, we want to be there for river buff, but here we can't really because like we do have two people, support plus jungler being present. Ooh, Manq trying to go for the hook. Happy Picker not dropping through the fog wall, which is like correct play, otherwise in that situation the map is fully dark. It would be very, very, very risky. So here we do have Empty that could go for a rotation on the right side if he wants to, because he has like a very, very huge priority and he just get the level 6 power spike. And I feel like that should have been like the play, but we're slightly low on the execution. I feel like Zarus could have been like probably catch. As we can see, Lobber is still around here, while Empty could already like be on the ward. So, but we decide to just like invade the 2 camp and gonna steal the 2 camp, and then we're gonna like pursue this invade, steal the 5 camp, and so that could have been like an opportunity to be applying like a lot of pressure on Lobber. I assume that the pressure is going to be applied after stealing the 5 camp, but we can see that Moros already took like a lot of damage. Wave is going to crash and no Lobber is level 6, so it's not like they really have any kill potential. And Moros cannot fight out of his tower, so now Lobber is completely fine. I feel like a missed opportunity because Happy Picker not really respecting the loss of tempo on mid lane, but Empty not taking advantage of it here in that situation. Still, we have stolen the 2 camp and 5 camp, so that's a lot of stack removed from that Sevrog, which is like, I think, 9 stack on the passive. Try to go for the hook, unfortunately the hook doesn't connect. Well, I feel like here, like, you get 2 camp and 5 camp even without like Empty being there to help from nowhere. So for me, like, I think the best is like both. You let Rampage go for the invade and you just like rotate with the Howitzer on the Zarus. So here we do have the Sevrog being present for the river buff. It's gonna be secured. Then we look for maybe an aggression, but Import is already level 6, so that's gonna be like disengage time. They try to get onto like that Rampage, that Sevrog. We get the hook afterwards, and then we get like a nice double stun. We try like to deal as much damage as they can. They should be able to secure that pick. That's gonna be the BMOs being used. In the meantime, there was like a little fight between Light Connector and Neft. Light Connector putting Neft at 1 HP. Manq like maybe like being like quite aggressive. We try to go for the rock. We got the stun, hook, plus pillar. That should be like the flash from Light Connector, and so Light Connector surviving here. Thankfully, thanks to the damage he dealt to Neft earlier, so Neft wasn't there to follow, but that means that now we secured also the flash on Light Connector. So overall, pretty good action here, and we kind of convert like Rampage going for this invade on the 2 camp and 5 camp, because we get like the level advantage, and because of the level advantage then we make a better play around the duo lane. Fortunately, the play is not clean enough to the point that we can secure the Fengtus afterwards. And so that's just gonna be like a kill plus a flash being captured. We do have Rampage on 2 camp. The picker is gonna see that. Try to cancel the back. Nothing happened here. So far, pretty slow game, despite like the early aggression by the side of Dirty Lake and the boys. We got like an aggression from Empty. Empty securing the river buff. Trying like to bait a little bit like Gideon inside, but in the end Empty took like probably slightly more damage, only securing 1 river buff, so overall AP Picker doing a better job in that situation. Now we're gonna get like the ward onto the mini prime. Import maybe looking at something here. In the meantime we still have the dual lane. Manq not level 6, while both Toasty and Lakenator are level 6, so there is maybe like a window of taking advantage of the fact that the Rictor is not yet with the skewer available. And in the meantime, we also have like some aggression on mid, apparently, but that was just like a torn space. Happy Picker took quite a lot of damage. I kind of want to see how this gank has panned out. So I guess it was just like a simple trade between like the Howitzer and the Gideon, and Empty ended up on top of it. Oh, a good rocket. And we get auto attack plus landmine. Another rocket. Happy Picker kind of like in a tough place here. Try to be aggressive, get the Cosmic Rift, but get traded back with the rocket. And now that Import is around, it's just like a simple disengage. They don't want to risk anything. In terms of CS, pretty even. So we're like on a very, very even game so far. We do have Import like looking to make something happen maybe onto the dual lane, but the Sevrog is here. They have full information. Sevrog is not level 7. Oh, we're gonna be aggressive here. Maybe going the Colossal Blow onto the Rictor. Rictor will be forced to use the Skewer. Forced to flash away. Actually, we're gonna turn our attention onto Toasty. Sevrog is arriving. We get a lot of damage. The Shrapnel Cannon is good. That means that also the armor of that Sevrog has been shredded. And that's another kill on the side of Team Immune. We tried to go for the hook onto Lakenator to maybe like pursue a little bit this aggression. But good dodge by Lakenator with the rocket dash, and in the end it's another W on the dual lane side. To be fair, Rictor, Rampage plus Drongo is, in my opinion, like stronger at like fighting in those moments than the Sevrog, Argus and Twin Blast. And so that's 2 times that we try like to go for that fight, and in the end Team Indecisive get the better of it. But the thing is like, it's still like not clean enough to the point that they can secure the Fang 2, so they can't really like push out their lead here in that situation. So here we have Lobber that is going to finish Augmentation plus his crest. While on the other side we do have Morose that I think is not yet like on this crest finish, not yet onto the, I guess the Omen first item we're going for. And so that means that we're a little bit, a big timing for the Zarus to be able to be aggressive, because crest plus Augmentation is a pretty big power spike. And in terms of farming, we're starting to get like a little bit of a lead on CS, 10 on carry, but we're minus 10 on mid, and then like in jungle kinda even, and yeah, it's pretty even overall. Here we try to be aggressive onto the Howitzer, get a little bit of poke in with the Megacosm. And here we have the Guardian Crest. Not the Guardian Crest, but the Titan Crest ready to evolve fully. Let's see what we go for. Here we do start the Mini Prime. by Import and Morose, and we do secure the mini prime from Morose. So that's like one of the issue with like a Sevarog jungle, is that your jungle clear speed is quite low, and so you lose like some tempo compared to the enemy jungle, and so that means that some window appear on the map like that, for instance. But in the meantime, Happy Picker has been applying a lot of pressure onto MT, and I do secure like force MT on the back. Not too sure what Dirty Lake and the boss here is looking for. And we get like a 2v2 kill on the dual lane. So probably like there was like some good aggression on the wave being pushed down. Well, they just already like aggressed pretty well before. And I feel like as soon as we start to get some level, like the poke of that composition can like completely shut down. Of course, they have to be careful at any time of like getting like a good hook. But at the same time, like Lakenator probably gonna get like the crest pretty soon, and so that makes it like very tough to play. Oh, and there is like a hook, but that means immediately we go for the counter engage, and very well played here by the side of Lakenator and Toasty. MadQ landing a nice hook, but it's not on the carry, which means that the carry can go immediately on Neft as soon as Neft like step up. And so now because of that kill, plus the fact that we forced like the Howitzer back earlier, that means that not him, Dirty Lake and the boys, DLAB will be able to secure that Fang Tooth. Import can try to steal it, in a sense. But that's gonna be tough because like damage is pretty high, and now we have Gideon Portal, and so that's like free disengage, plus Explosive Flower. And now we're suddenly like super far away, so very clean play here, not even losing that much tempo on the map. Maybe we get like a little bit of damage on tier 1 tower on mid, but not that much in any case, and so no tower should be falling after that play. So clean play, we force the Howitzer back, then we get like a nice kill that even if we don't get the kill here on dual lane, they were like guaranteed the Fang Tooth either way because they already like pushed Indecisive back to base. Like Neft was forced to go back to base, Rictor was already like kinda low. We try to go for some good damage, we get the landmine into the rocket, a good poke, but just a portal, and Happy Picker is gonna go away, which create like here opportunity to maybe like invade a little bit the jungle. And as we can see here, Import and MT looking maybe for 2 camp, maybe looking for 5 camp, but North already has cleared everything, so nothing is up. 5 camp just respawned though, so we're looking maybe at getting that, but here we do have Lobber. Morose is coming, we're gonna like maybe fight these 2v2, focusing probably on Lobber. Coliseum is being used, and Morose is forced to flash away. Well, actually it wasn't a flash, it was just a rippling dash. Everyone is flashing everywhere. We do trade the 1-for-1, but now we do have Happy Picker. Import without BMOs, without jump, is gonna get chased down, and maybe that's gonna be like some stack for North. I wonder if Happy Picker stole that kill or if North managed to get like the 5 stack, and I think North get the 5 stack from the Siphon. And so like a good rotation here by the side of Team Dirty Lake and the boys, and that means that now they secured also a tower after like a double kill. So that's a very huge power play on that moment. They do secure the tier 1 tower in mid though from MT. So we trade like in the end 2 kills for 1 and 1 tower for 1 tower. I think like it's still at the advantage of DLAB because of course we get like 1 more kill. And we didn't lose like any farm on any lanes, while here like we lose a little bit of farm on the off lane, but it's still like a very good option here. So here we're looking at trying to get like some kill on Happy Picker. Happy Picker surviving. I think he had to use his flash here to survive because like MT was in a very good position for the Meki train. Yeah, we had to use the flash, otherwise we would have been in range of like the rest of the damage of the Meki train and also the rocket. And that could have been like a kill onto Happy Picker, so flash being expanded. Here we do try to apply like a little bit pressure on this tier 1 tower on the dual lane, but if we don't connect hooks, we cannot really like get kills, and then suddenly it makes like the situation a little bit tough. Still, pretty even game. 20 CS up on the side of DLAB. Same amount of objective on both sides, and same amount of towers. I guess, yeah, same amount of towers. Or did we get like the tier 1 tower in dual lane? Yeah, so we have 1 more tower on DLAB, so DLAB starting to pull slightly ahead. But nothing too crazy. And to be fair, like in terms of scaling, I feel like both teams are pretty okay. The only thing that can be scary is this Sevarog. Like this Sevarog can like become like a huge trouble later in the match. And so that's something that we need to respect. But besides that, I feel like both teams have scaling option with the Sevrog and Twin Blast on one side, while we have the Fengmao and Howitzer on the other side. And they both have like team comp that are pretty okay to play into. We use the Skewer onto a Sevrog. That means that's gonna be like a lot of damage. We try like to kill North. North get the Colossal Blow. And now we get the Black Hole counter engage. North is still 1 HP. He's gonna survive. He forced everyone to go away. And here that's gonna be a turnaround. And that's gonna be like a pretty expensive turnaround because also the Behemoth has been expanded. And this is like the thing, like you cannot afford to use like that much on a Sevrog. Like that's always like a mistake. Like here, not having the Skewer, like we're not at the moment in the game that the team can actually like fully burst people here. Laconator overstepping his boundaries a little bit, surviving by the skin of his teeth and managing to have like a clean disengage here. That could have been scary. But in the end, it's just like a free pick on the Rictor. And here, yeah, like Skewer on Sevrog is not what Team Indecisive should be looking to do in teamfight. That's actually like not really good because then it takes still too long to kill the Sevrog, and so then there is like a counter collapse that can arrive and bad things have to happen. Ventus is going to respawn pretty soon. So I guess maybe team are going to start looking at that. Laconator has finished Sky Splitter. We're pretty even in terms of like itemization overall. You get 2 items, 2 items, 2 items, 2 items, 2 items, 2 items. Support roll like 1 item and a half, so we're fully even on that fight, so we're going like for like a little bit of aggression here, and we can see that once again this Sevrog being able to create like a lot of space for his team. Here North just like walking forward. We try to deal some damage, but already like Boulder has been used and onto like a Sevrog. And now we get like a lot of damage. Laconator is rotating, get a lot of damage, force the Behemoth defensively. And we get like a very nice land follow-up. And then that's a Skewer, but that's a Skewer when we get like pushed back a little bit too much. And that's already like a double kill. And this double kill, like once again, look at the health of North. It's just Sevrog strengths. As Sevrog, you just walk forward, you absorb pressure, and then your team is free to do whatever they want. And as a Sevrog, you're gonna survive with 1 HP no matter what, and then like, it's not no matter what, because you still have to play smart, but I'm a bit surprised that the team of the caliber of Indecisive is making the mistake of investing that much resource on a Sevrog when they should know very well that you can't afford to spend that much resources on a Sevrog, because then like the rest of the fight is too easy, or even like getting your attention grabbed by the Sevrog for so long, which allow the rest of the team to navigate those team fights pretty like easily for the side of DLAB. So here we try to go like for the Black Hole, Empty is stuck in the middle place, and now we're gonna get like as much damage. We try to go for the Cosmic Rift. North is here at the reception. Happy Picker was starting to space away to be sure it doesn't get hit by the rocket, and that's like a free pickup. A good realization here, and that's like a free kill for them. And now we do get like North leading the charge again. We do get like a boulder throw, but now we're a little bit too big, and now we can start running down people. And that's like one of the big weakness of the Rictor is as soon as you're like against a team that can like run you down and chase you, it makes the game very complicated to play. And so here like we start to completely lose control of the match on the side of Indecisive.
Allied tower under attack. A momentary setback.
So we got Galaxy Grip from Toasty. Probably to have like more shot against like surviving the Fengmao damage. So the rotation aspect of it. No, they are not Gek because I'm pretty sure he's not available for the PCC 7 main event. Since normally like character get authorized once they got through like one patch of balance. So here we do have Lobber that gets found into the rotation, so we got like a peek here. I guess the side of Indecisive were looking to like assume that we were maybe looking on the side of DLAB to start to get control around like this ore prime pit, and so they decided to layer down a trap for Lobber. We tried to go for the hook once again, like a very nice hook, but is that time like the good moment to go like onto once again like the Sevrog? So yeah, we lose Neft and Sevrog is still alive. Like it's 3 team fight that we see the exact same mistake from Indecisive. That's crazy. Like they once again like try to force like the fight onto the Sevrog. And now they have lost 2 people because of that. And Sevrog is still 1 HP, alive with 1 HP. Oh, we got the stun. But no follow-up, but that means Mora's import are very low. Man Q is by itself, which means that could like maybe be a window for this ore prime. But we're not gonna risk it here. We feel like that we don't have like probably enough DPS yet to go for here. And so we're just gonna take advantage to get like a little bit of invade, getting a little bit more farm, getting the lane push.
Allied tower under attack.
Here we have North that is just like being a big Severog. Being very, very, very hard to play against. Just allowing like to walk further in front of everyone, and now we have like... He seems to be a little bit too big. And I can just get ran down, and to be fair, with a Gideon, with a Zarus, with a Sevrog, like it's very, very hard for the side of Team Indecisive to be able like to resist this aggression. And now they're gonna like do a very nice job of cleaning up 3 people. Fengtus is gonna respawn soon, so maybe looking at triple Fengtus, but Ore Prime is also like on the table after that fight. But I think we're gonna secure like simply the Fengtus. Here we wait. Triple Fengtus. It's the safer call, to be honest. And now, same thing. Like, we use the Gideon portal, we disengage cleanly, and that's a triple Fengtus. And now, like, it's time for Dirty Lake and the boys to actually like secure this Ore Prime. And so far, I feel like Dirty Lake and the boys like playing a clean game, but for me, like the main story of that match is like Indecisive trying 3 times in a row to like punish a Severog, which is, in my opinion, a big mistake. Like you can punish a Sevrog, but not at the 15 minutes mark. And then once like you tried once and it didn't work out, you have to switch gear immediately, because if you keep doing that, then like all the team fights are going to go south, and that's exactly what happened there. And then you're too far behind and you just get run down by the enemy team. And I feel like now we're at the point that we're just gonna get run down by the enemy team. And it already like started in the previous team fight. So here we do have Indecisive trying to get like a little bit of vision control around the Ore Prime. They don't want to be like fully dark. Now we have North arriving behind MT. That's gonna be like probably a dead Howitzer. And then we go like onto import, get a little bit of poke. Happy Picker going aggressive. Here like the import, like the idea is just to trade as much as they can damage. It's not really like about like killing this this rampage. And now because of the kill of MT, they might feel more confident now to pull out the objective. Of course, it's still a 5v4. It's still like a rampage that have access to behemoths, so... Behemoths, I don't know how you pronounce that. And here they're gonna turn on them. We got like the very good like engage onto Manchu. Manchu exploding immediately. Import first to Behemoth away, but it's probably like not gonna be enough. We get like a good black hole afterwards. Flash from both Moros and Import. They're gonna get chased by the rest. Neft trying like to find a kill. Unfortunately, Gideon is still alive with 1 HP. And now it's gonna be like the cleanup. And now we have secured like 3 people. We tried to go onto Moros. Moros like is gonna be like pretty slippery here at that point, but it's only him alive. Empty just respawned, and so the rest of the team of Dirty Lake and the boys with 3 members are starting to go onto the Orb Prime. Lobber is arriving. Empty is not gonna even attempt to contest that, and that's gonna be like the first Orb Prime of the game secured by Dirty Lake and the boys. So we do have Orb Prime on all 5 members. As we can see on the side of DLAB, we opted for the 1-3-1, which means 1 person on the off lane with the Gideon, 3 person in the mid lane as the Argus, Sevarog and Twin Blast, and 1 person on the right lane, which is the Zarus. And so we do have Empty trying like to stop Lobber from like actually like pushing there. But Howitzer, like the push is a mage, but it's on the weak side when it comes to clearing waves. On the other side, we do have the Gideon also like arriving on the tower, and Moros is here to try to contain that, but that means that at the same time, we're gonna get like the 3v3 in the mid lane, and it seems that it's a little bit too much. I don't know what happened here. Oh, Manchu get like fully captured in mid lane. They secure the tower, the tier 1 tower. Oh, we tried to go for the hook, but as we miss the hook, we get killed. I guess Import was maybe trying to look for a flank onto Leconator and Toasty, but of course North was covering. And now that means Import took a lot of damage. That should be enough like to secure another tier 2 tower in mid lane and tier 2 tower in the dual lane, because we have like North that is behind and they can't really go through him. And I guess we're gonna keep like the siege. And here we're looking at trying to get some inhibitors. If we get like a good fight, we can probably like finish the game. If not, we have like a clean disengage into Primal Functus. So they kind of have like a lot of option on the side of DLAB. Here they try to go onto Neft. They do dodge. They get like the perfect colossal blow, forcing the shrapnel cannon immediately. And then we get the flash from North. Neft forced to flash away, but we got Happy Picker that followed that up and ended up securing the kill. We do get the black hole onto Moros. Happy Picker taking a lot of damage, finally getting picked up. And now we have North maybe overstepping his boundaries for the first time in the match and ended up dying. But that will be at the cost of like at least 2 inhibitors. And we still have the 3rd inhibitor that is going to get pushed by Lobber. Let's see if they can actually like secure the defense against that, or if Lobber can actually like commit and secure that. It's gonna be a little bit tough. We do have the Icecorn Talon, and it seemed like we're coming. We get like a lot of damage with the Aether Crystal. Manchu get a nice hook, but that's gonna be at the cost of his life, because Leconator pretty solid when it comes to landing those cleans moment. And now we get like also a kill. In the end, Toasty and Lobber trying to fight against Moros and Import. We're gonna like maybe have Toasty ended up dying. Oh, Moros 1 HP, Toasty still 1 HP. That's gonna be like the 1-for-1 trade. Only Lobber and Import still there, but we got the respawn from Neft. And so that's gonna be the end of this engagement. In the end, Team Indecisive securing the defense on their last inhibitor. But that was a very costly one. But we get like a lot of probably shutdown. We got the shutdown on Leconator, we got the shutdown on Happy Picker. We're still like super far behind with 2 inhibitors down. But maybe we got like a little bit of opportunity thanks to like those shutdown that has been captured in that situation. So here I feel like the aggression was pretty okay, but then we maybe go like a little bit too far. Like I feel like Happy Picker going like into like the very aggressive in to be able to kill Neff is not worth it in that situation, because if Happy Picker doesn't go for that play, it's triple inhibitor guaranteed, and Sevrog never like go very deep afterwards. So here Happy Picker hinting a little bit for his team in the previous engagement. Here we do get like the Colossal Blow and the Rampage, not big enough, gonna get follow up. Ventilate plus Coliseum is enough to secure the kill. Mancu is going to die. They kind of had to step up, trying like to find something to be able to contest that Primal Fangtus, because map was a little bit dark. But yeah, it's the combo is a little bit too strong, and that's gonna be like Primal Fangtus being secured by the side of Dirty Lake and the boys. Empty trying like to maybe have a shot at stealing it, but we do secure a kill. So we remove the Primal Fangtus from Happy Picker, but at the cost of 3 people. And we have wave pushing, and as you can see, like the mid wave is already like going to go inside the core, already starting to deal some damage. We still like are 5 seconds away from Rampage, and Rictor plus Rampage, it's not the best deep push you have, so probably here it should be GG for the side of Dirty Lake and the boys. And taking a convincing win against Indecisive, I feel like they played like the early game pretty well, but also on the side of Indecisive it was like pretty clean. Nobody really like offering an inch until the point that we go for those team fight. Well, North was starting to be big enough and Indecisive focused a little bit too much on it. That gave the lead to Dirty Lake and the boys, and with that lead they just played like a very like clean game, being aggressive, pushing their lead forward and securing every single objective after those like mid-game engagement.